Right. I think that little project is done for today. What happened here, we've got a lot of acreage here, and it's pretty heavily forested, which you can see a little bit of it. But about a year or so ago, we had a forester, professional forester, come in and tell us what we needed to do here to protect our forests, make sure it's going to be strong and healthy, make sure we continue to have new growth coming in to feed the wildlife. So we had some forestry work done where they did some thinning. They took out some diseased trees and they kind of opened up the forest floor to get more sunlight in it and to generate a lot more growth, which is working great. But there was a little miscommunication between the forester and the loggers, and when the loggers came in, they drove over my septic tank and septic field. And we thought it was going to be okay, but because the house really doesn't get used that much. So we figured we'd just wait and see if it had caused a problem rather than digging it all up and checking it. So that's where we've been for the last year. And then, you've been watching, and a couple weeks ago, for 10 straight days, we had guests here, and we had an issue with it backing up, and they checked it and found out that the liquids weren't flowing out into the field the way they were supposed to. So got it pumped out, but today they came in and put a pump in so we can at least temporarily get the spring when we're going to dig it up and have a plumbing company come in with a camera. Because rather than digging up an entire field trying to figure out what may be crushed and what is still good, they can run a camera all through there and see what's good and find out maybe where it's pitched or where it's just not flowing anymore. So that's where we're at. So this will get us by for now. The system, the filter that he just put in now will ensure that that no solids wind up getting in there and compounding the problem, because we don't want to make it any worse than it is. So just wanted to fill you in on that. And that was Ron from F&F Excavating here in Gaylord. Ron's been a longtime friend and has done a lot of work for me. So it was very nice of him to come out on a moment's notice and get us up and going again here. I mentioned I put quite a variety of food down, but and from time to time I just like to let you know what I'm putting out. Mostly what you see that is corn that also has oats and alfalfa and some other ingredients in it. But the pellets that I just put out today, they're from a company called Nutrina, and that is very highly nutritious. It's what they recommend for deer and elk. It's something that's not only nutritious, but that they can digest it very well, especially in the winter. And it has in it crude protein, lysine, crude fat, crude fiber, calcium, phosphorus, salt, copper, manganese, selenium, zinc, vitamin A, and vitamin E. So that's something that is pretty important to make sure we continue to keep that herd here good and healthy. So I just wanted to share that with you. And now I've got a couple other things. I guarantee you there will be no crying today. I don't know what came over me yesterday. I kind of got very emotional. I get overwhelmed sometimes at the folks that are willing to help and the amazing volunteers, the people that donate. I'm just overwhelmed by it. I'm just a guy living in the woods that likes to feed the birds, and it's grown into something much more than that. So I've got a letter here I want to share with you. It's from Peggy DeMeo or DeMeo. I think it's probably DeMeo, D-I-M-E-O. And her and her husband John are from Brookfield, Florida. And she sent this along. It says, "Hi, Ken and Brenda. Just a quick thank you for the wonderful 2018 calendar. It arrived in our mailbox this morning. We were so happy to get it this fast. Just want you to know it is perfect. The size, print, size of the day boxes, to be able to jot notes, and of course the beautiful pictures. We watched you today on the live feed at 2 o'clock during lunch. Well, we were crying right along with you. And I apologize, I didn't mean to do that. It's very clear. All you guys do there is about the animals. It's a beautiful sight to watch. Shout out to Richard. Richard's the guy that puts all the work into the calendars, compiling the pictures, doing all the printing, the collating, the assembling, the mailing. Richard handles all that. Shout out to Richard for all the behind the scenes work he does. God bless you all, Peggy and John. So that was a real nice letter that I wanted to share with you, because, I mean, the calendar is as much work as it is. That's a very small thing that Richard, compared to what Richard actually does. He's at this every single day, all day working on things, whether it's monitoring the chat room or handling the store, ordering merchandise, packaging up, shipping. Richard does all that for us. Amazing volunteer. He's been doing it for many, many years, almost since the beginning, I think since 2006. And when Richard approached me that he was willing to do this, because we didn't have a store or anything back then, I said to him, I said, "Are you sure you know what you're getting yourself into here?" And he said, "Yeah, I know what I'm getting myself into, and I'm here, and I'm going to be here for the long run." And that's been like 10 or 11 years, and he keeps reminding me that every once in a while. And I said, "Richard, are you sure you still want to keep doing this?" He said, I told you I'm going to be there, and I'm there. So amazing, amazing gentleman. And I got some thank yous to go out today. I've got Janice Schinabarger, 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 in Linden, Michigan. Made a purchase in the Snowman Cam store, and I talked to Richard today, and your item is packaged and on its way. Also, a thank you to Marilyn Nielsen of Parker, Colorado. Also purchased an item in the store, and I talked to Richard, and he's got that all set and ready to go. So you should be seeing that soon. Also, a thank you for a donation from Catherine and Robert Waple. I had to think about it because you were kind enough to tell me that it rhymes with maple, so I would pronounce it correctly. I always appreciate that with last names. So Catherine and Robert from North Lanarkshire, probably didn't get that one right, Lanarkshire in the UK. Thank you very much for your help. We appreciate your donation. And also a shout out to Richard and Janice Lebanon, who also made a purchase in the store. Gave that information to Richard, and he'll have that, I'm sure, in the mail today. Also, too, wanted to let people know about the bear contest. Richard wanted to make sure that I just let everybody know what a great job that TT from the chat room did of reorganizing all that. Obviously, for this year, we didn't expect the influx of viewers, so we had to make some changes to how we do the bear contest every year. So if you're on snowmancam.com, go in the upper right-hand corner, click on the message board. You'll have to sign up for that, simple procedure. And once you're there, you can read the rules for that, and you can get involved in that and take a guess when you think that the first elector is going to show up. Somebody sent some pictures to me that actually from, a few hours away from here, south of here, somebody took a picture of a bear running through a field in the snow. So you never know. It could be showing up any time, but more than likely it's not going to be here until the snow is either completely gone or almost gone. Another thing I wanted to mention too, the chat room. We purchased the chat room from a company, and I've got it set up where 150 people can be in there. It doesn't mean they have to be signed in or talking, but viewing it. Up to 150 people can participate, either watching it or talking. And I just want you guys to let me know if you ever have trouble getting into that, because I'm starting to see it pretty steadily in about the 140 person range almost any time of the day or night. So if you can let myself or Richard know if maybe on a regular basis you're having trouble getting into that, that means there's already 150 people in there. And if that's the case, I will upgrade it. But I checked with the company, Rumble Talk, and the next upgrade is up to 200 people. And that rate is $459 a year. So I'd rather spend that $459 on food, but if we have that many people that want to get in there, want to participate in the chat, and they're having difficulties, if we continue to grow at the rate we've been growing over the last couple of months, I will definitely do that. I will move it up because I don't want anybody to not be able to get in there and participate. It's a great way to meet folks and talk about what you're seeing on cam and maybe ask questions. Is that a porcupine? Is that a possum? Is it a skunk? What is that? And I'll guarantee you there'll be somebody in there that will be able to help you with that. The other thing too, I just had a bird drop an empty shell, empty sunflower seed, landed on my piece of paper. It was you, wasn't it? Yeah, I got a chickadee up there. He's coming back now to get a new seed. But yeah, he dropped an empty shell. You guys have seen, the news story, obviously, if you've gone to our Facebook page. And I posted it. I recorded it with my camera off the television because I wanted to get it to you as soon as possible. But the news site they've added it to their website, and I put a link in our Facebook pages to that. Their Facebook page is called upnorthlive.com. So when I posted it on the Facebook page, people are going there and they're commenting on it, which is great, love that. But the only people seeing that are the people that are in our Facebook page. So if you click on the little Up North Live right above the video, it'll take you to their Facebook page. And I thought it would be cool if you went to their Facebook page, which you can see the video again if you want to watch it, but you have the opportunity to comment on their Facebook page. So I thought that might be fun for them to see our viewers from around the world. Maybe you could just go in there and you'll see other people have been making comments. But you can like it and maybe just let them know where you're watching from. And not only I think would it be fun for the television station to see all the different people that are watching it, but it'll also, all the people in northern Michigan that frequent their Facebook page will see the significance of the cam and how well it's liked around the world. So if you could do that, that would be wonderful. And speaking of our Facebook page, just want to thank everybody. If you haven't joined us yet on either page, please do. If you do Facebook, just go to your search box and put in Snowman Cam. And two of them will come up, our Facebook page, the Snowman Cam Facebook page, and also the Snowman Cam fans group. And feel free to join either or both. We have over 5,000 likes on the page, but it looks like the Snowman Cam fans group is really the one that's getting more activity. I've noticed when people post on the Snowman Cam page, which you're welcome to, I've got it open, anybody can post, but what it does is it kind of hides it somewhat behind a link that says visitors posts. So when you go to the Snowman Cam page and you're going through, look closely as you scroll. There's just kind of a little line stuck in there and it says visitors post. And if you click on that, it'll open up all the people that have posted pictures and comments and those type of things. And the reason I notice it is I see that a lot of people post in there, and I'm seeing that nobody's liking anybody's comments or commenting on them. So that's when I figured out that that's why what's happening. You probably go there and you scroll through and you don't see that little thing that says visitors post. So yeah, if you want to see some things that maybe you haven't seen before, check that out. That's on our Snowman Cam Facebook page. But welcome to all the people that just joined our fans group on Facebook. A lot of new faces in there, a lot of new people. We're glad to see you. Again, feel free to, if you see something on Cam that's very interesting, feel free to post it. That's also another good spot to ask questions. And it's starting to get to the point now where I'm actually having a little bit of trouble keeping up with all the messages and all the posts. So I really appreciate the folks that have been around the Cam a while, that are jumping in and not only welcoming the new people, but also answering those questions. That's helping me out a lot. I try to go through there and at least hit the like button so you can tell that I've seen it, but it's becoming increasingly difficult for me to answer lengthy questions, about the site and the history and that type of thing. So I really appreciate it when you guys do that for me. I also wanted to mention too that about the P.O. box. I talked about that yesterday, and obviously I read some letters for those of you who watched. That's a great way to contact us too. And those, for sure, I didn't go there for a couple of weeks, or maybe 10 days, so I got a little bit behind. But that's a great way to contact us too. We love hearing from people. We love getting letters. I love hearing how the Snowman Cam here is impacting your lives. I know sometimes it's hard for me to read some of those things. When I hear the people that talk about that they're having medical issues, or maybe they've got a terminal disease, cancer or something, and they're finding peace through this. Obviously, I'm happy to do that. I hope in all those cases that obviously you're finding peace through your Lord and Savior first, but we're certainly happy to add to that peace that you're experiencing by this. So I love getting those letters. I love hearing about it. I don't know how many more like that I'll be able to read, because they really tug at my heart sometimes. But it's nice for us. It helps us to realize that what we're doing here is much bigger than us, and it's certainly much bigger than just feeding the wildlife. So we appreciate that. Well, our P.O. Box, I'll say it now if you want to write it down or look at the recording, but actually if you go to snowmancam.com and you click the link above the video that says Feed the Wildlife, on that page, I think it's near the bottom, is the P.O. Box. But if you want to write a letter to us to kind of tell us where you're watching from and what the site means to you, we appreciate that. You can just send it to me, Ken Borton, B-O-R-T-O-N. And our P.O. Box is 888, and that's Gaylord, Michigan. And Gaylord is G-A-Y-L-O-R-D, Gaylord, Michigan. And the zip code here is 49734. So P.O. Box 888, Gaylord, Michigan, 49734. We'd love your letters. And again, if you didn't catch it or have nothing to write with right now, just go to snowmancam.com, click the link above the video that says Feed the Wildlife, scroll to the bottom, and it's there again too. So hope to hear from you. I think that's probably all I have today. It's really nice. It's a little bit breezy, so it feels a little colder than it is. I don't know what the thermometer says, but I think it's above freezing. Yeah, the thermometer says 33, so that's probably pretty close. I think the high today is going to be about 35. So, are you guys enjoying your seat? Are you the one that dropped the empty seat on me? Yeah, you look guilty. Or was it you? I don't know. I can't tell you guys apart. You all look the same. All right, I'm going to get out of here. I hope where you're watching that you're warm and safe and comfortable and well fed. And with your continued help, we will make sure that the wildlife is being fed up here too. So thank you. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care, everybody.